Do you think that the paperwork and processes required by the Care Act are being honoured, or is it all just too much for the number of staff left in social work?
Really sure now, after 6 months of CASCAIDr's work, that there is a chronic, unexplained absence of what I would call a proper finalised Section 25 Care Act care plan. Section 25, to my mind, is one of the best bits of the Care Act. It made a care plan a mandatory obligation on the part of a council. It had always been the law, well, for about the past 15 years, that there should be a care plan as a means of holding the council to account. That's under the previous law, when the care plan wasn't even mentioned as part of the council's statutory obligation. The judges solved that problem by kind of deriving a need to do a care plan just out of common law decency. It was the record of the council's thinking as to what was actually needed to meet a person's needs. So the Care Act improved on that by making that concrete, and yet it is almost wholly ignored. A council gets as far as a budget, says take it or argue with us, and then the client gibbers a bit and says, well, all right, then I'll take it. And then the plan is never written up. And for me, that signifies legal trouble. If you haven't got a plan in writing, you can't know whether the provider is watering down what it is that they're supposed to be doing. That may well be happening because the council will have squeezed the provider on price. If you haven't got a care plan with actual concrete inputs written down on it, you find that everybody now talks about outcomes. So happy, safe client is what a care plan might say, instead of 6 hours of 1-to-1 a week. And if you haven't got those concrete inputs, then when you get to review a year later, which is when you look at whether the plan has worked, you haven't got anything solid against which to review how well that plan has worked. And the law is that it's what's written in that care plan that is the be-all and end-all of the client's legal rights. So I'm a bit suspicious of the preference of the sector for woolly outcomes-based care planning. I think it's a bit naughty.